What is your dream, your strongest worldly desire, that thing that fills you with passion and a lust for life? What is the thing that you want to do more than anything else? For many of us, that abstract idea or want will spring to your mind unbidden. For others, perhaps it exists hidden, out of the way. Look Back is a manga short written by Tatsuki Fujimoto, author of other works I'm sure you will recognize: Chainsaw Man, Fire Punch, Goodbye Eri, and so on. He is known for many things, potentially trying to levitate, potentially singing a song about his favorite foods, as well as that incident with the fish. His stories and writing style are utterly unique. They are eccentric, strange, and absolutely beautiful. So, Look Back. Where do we begin? I suppose we should start where all stories do. My friend, do you remember the spring of your life? Back when there were little worries, no concerns or fears. It was just you in that eternal, verdant green field. You and your passions. Perhaps they were as simple as playing make-believe with friends, video games, sports, or drawing. I think many people can relate to that feeling as a child, where there is something you are applauded for, that others cheer you on to do, something that you begin to use to define yourself as. Maybe people encourage and compliment your imagination or your athletic skills, and there's the thought that this is something that makes up you. You exist, and people like that about you. It is a good feeling, isn't it? But, of course, one day you will wake up. Maybe there's a new kid, or maybe you move, or just encounter new people. Eventually, there will be someone whose jokes are just a little funnier, who is just a little bit stronger, someone who draws better, someone who's smarter. That thing which you thought made up you isn't unique or special. There are 100,000 others who are better at it than you are. 100 million. And maybe you try and catch up. Maybe you try with everything you have to regain that thing you felt as though you lost. But someone will always have more time, more talent, more of that something that makes them better at it than you. I have been making video essays for about 6 months. I have had ones which outperformed anything I could have imagined, and ones which barely got looked at. But I don't work as fast as I want to. I can't edit as quickly or as uniquely as others. My voice catches in videos and I mess up my scripts. I re-record and listen to the audio over and over and over again, and there's always just something out of place. Meanwhile, there are others with better talents, more beautiful videos, more insightful scripts. I have other projects other than this channel. I make a little money here and there with short stories I submit. One day I'd like to talk about some of those other projects here. But then I also wonder, what's the point? There's always someone better. So much better that it just blows away anything I could have imagined. There are people who have built entire worlds with nothing but digital ink and determination, who breathe life into paint and paper, who can tell stories that breathe with animation or lens caught with light. So many people with so many intriguing, beautiful projects, so many that get seen and even more that don't. And then just when I think about quitting, I remember why it is I do what I do. It's just because I want to. I talk about stories because I like them more than anything else. I write because the world compels me to. I want to. There is no other option, and why would I want there to be one? Why do people create things, do you think? Like most things, it's probably different from person to person. Some might like the process or the end result. Others might like that sensation when something they worked on or made lights a spark in someone else's heart. But still, sometimes I have doubts. In Look Back, Fujino, in order to grow her craft, throws herself into her work completely, into making it better and better, trying to improve it to always reach that next stage. There's this character in Berserk, Goto the Blacksmith, a man whose craft devoured him until one day he looked up from his smithy to find himself an old man. Fujino, I think, is much the same. She neglects the other aspects of life in favor of her craft. This is something I wish I couldn't relate to. For the past few years, I have little memories outside of attempting to better what I work on, my craft. There were no dates, no parties, nothing particularly definable. Hell, I graduated, and even that was secondary. Even the degree I worked to get felt like nothing in the face of improving this one thing. I didn't go to graduation, I didn't attend any parties, I wasn't congratulated by any girl or boy or anything else. I simply grabbed my degree from the office and left, never to return. I went back to my apartment, sat back down, and set back to work. I awake, I work, I read, I watch, I write, I sleep, repeat. And I guess it makes me wonder, was any of it worth it? To spend so much time and effort and then to see 1,000 others 1,000 times better than you. Maybe I should just give up. I've been told it's childish, delusional, egocentric, pointless. And sometimes it does feel like all of that and more. But then, sometimes you just get those moments of complete clarity. Maybe you stopped working on your craft. You started enjoying life again, going out with friends or family, living in a more traditional manner without this obsessive thing taking up so much of your life. Inevitably, though, there's always that little voice at the back of your head. What if you hadn't given up? Why don't you just draw a little? Write a little. Just a short video essay, nothing else. In Look Back, Fujino, after being told off and worried over and doubted, gets the one thing she needed. Just a single person telling her that her drawings, her comic strips, her manga panels were brilliant, great, stellar. Whenever I feel like giving up, I look at the feedback on one of my short stories or the comments on one of these stupid video essays. They are small things, but to me they mean a lot. In truth, I would probably keep tinkering even if I didn't get them, but still, they matter. They remind me that it is possible, that maybe what I do has value to people other than myself. These days, things are better. I still work feverishly. When I'm not writing, I'm thinking about writing all the time. When I wake up, when I go to work, and when I go to sleep. Writing and all the other aspects of storytelling. But I've also started taking care of myself, eating better, working out, things I don't always quite like as much, but still, it's necessary and another part of life. You can't neglect yourself and just living. To me, Look Back is a deeply personal story. It just captures everything to do with the idea of writing, drawing, creating something, anything. And more than that, finding and interacting with people who love the thing you do as much as you. Connection, anger, envy, but also inspiration, rivalry, and love. When I see someone like Pirate Aba, Tatsuki Fujimoto, or China Mayville, I am filled with a little bit of envy. Of course, it's to be expected. But at the same time, it lights a fire. I want to be that good. I want to be able to write something like that. More than just being acknowledged, I want to look at something that I did, that I created, and say without lying to myself, this is good. There are 100 million people and more who are better than me, more talented, more driven, luckier, smarter, stronger. And yeah, it sucks. But isn't it also great how much inspiration is the world filled with? Indie animation, animatic YouTube series, web serials, light novels, web comics, trad published epics, magazines, pulp novels, RPG recordings, stories foreign and familiar made by every type of person and from every type of talent and passion and desire that you could imagine, and a billion others beyond your prediction. I can't write fast enough to capture it all, but I can damn well try. What the hell else am I supposed to do? You only live once. Reality seeps in. Regret, loss, despair, sadness. You will lose ones close to you, agonize at regret, but at the end of the day, we set ourselves back to our work, back to our craft. I don't want to retire, ever. I want to envelop myself in the thing I love most, saturate in it, and then let it kill me. I have regrets, of course. I look back at them, but that's all we can do. Events can't be changed, and neither can our choices. I'll probably feel like quitting again in the future. But you know what? I don't think I will. Having a better balance is important, of course, but quitting? Never. I keep going for me because I love it. I love the process, I love the end result, but more than anything, I love it when someone else looks at something I made and says they liked it. This made their day. 500 subscribers isn't bad. That's a hell of a lot of people when you think about how many it would take to fill a room. It's more than I thought I would ever get, and I would like to sincerely thank each and every one of you. We'll have other video essays and other projects down the line, some stuff I'm very excited for. Hope you will be there for it, and that's that. Take care, my friends. Keep dreaming, because soon enough we will all wake from this thing we call life. Thank you for watching. And you, yeah, I know you're still watching. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And if you already have, well, maybe we should get some other people too. Huh? We got to get to 1,000 subs quickly so I can monetize the shit. That's right. It's all been about the money this entire time. If you ever thought I care, I don't care about any of this. Just hit the button. Hit the button. Huh? See ya.